It's a little on the high end right there, but
Just grass that's this tall.
it is right about 6 o'clock in the morning, Friday morning. I'm at Connor's place right now. We had the truck packed up last night. We are gonna go pick up Chris, and we're off to Idaho. We have gone up this Forest Service road. It turns into single lane. It's super snowy, as you can tell. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful up here. But we're looking for areas where there's kind of a mix of green and melting snow. So this isn't what we're looking for, although it's absolutely beautiful. So we are getting turned around and getting up out of here, and we're gonna go try plan C. I mean, we kind of figured that this would be the name of the game a little bit. You know, we'd have to kind of look around at different spots just because it's not like we can go out and scout on the weekend. So this is what we're working with. Okay, so we have non-resident reduced black bear tags. So it's a little bit cheaper than your normal black bear tag. There's only certain areas and certain units that you can hunt with it. A lot of them are wilderness units. Evidently, they're difficult access units too. So we've been driving around most of the day trying to find a place we can get into. I mean, you look behind me here. There's steep country, river that we can't cross. We went 45 miles down a one-way road to find out that the bridge is out. So we're now going to go all the way back. There's a Forest Service road we think we might be able to go down and at least check it out. Just kidding. I mean, so today's Saturday. We spent most of today, you know, we drove in here from Wyoming in the morning, and we've just been driving around all day looking for a spot we can access. The spots that they want you to try and get into. Again, this might look easy for someone else, but we're from Iowa.
The river of no return is, we don't plan on returning.
Yeah. There's no way to cross that river. And this is some of the easier country. Like, this is some of the easier stuff we've seen to get at. And then this is what it looks like on the other side, but we're not even allowed to hunt this per the unit map for the tags we have, so. We're gonna keep looking. It's been a long day. All day we've been trying to find places that we can actually hunt. It's just either spots that like we just do not have access to. I mean, we don't have a pack raft. We didn't hire someone to fly us in or anything like that. So there's not even any spots to get in. Excuse me, to the areas that we can hunt. This is the closest we found. It's getting on evening. We found a campsite which has a bathroom. It's got I think it's got like tables and fire pit. It's got a kayak launch thing here. I mean, if we could get across this creek, we're 20 feet from being able to hunt bears. But this creek is snowmelt runoff, and like we don't have waders. We don't have like a bunch of extra boots. It's moving pretty good. So I don't know. Got the tent set. Chris refuses to sleep with us because he doesn't want to wake us with the snoring. So the smaller tent is his, and and the bigger tent is for me and Connor. Yeah, this is probably the closest thing to a real camp in bear country that we've had. Put together my evening health and hydration concoction. Oh, yeah. One packet of liquid IV. Got a scoop of athletic greens. Hopefully that'll make me poop right in the field too.
His kind of explains it good. See where the wilderness area is?
Mm-hmm.
So what we're looking at right here on this somewhat gentle ground doesn't start. The wilderness area is this, and that's the same as what we were in before. So here's what we were thinking otherwise. We take tomorrow, break camp in the morning. We'll go over to there, take a look at it for that unit. Boots on the ground, not carry rifle, handgun.
Yeah.
We'll go walking. And we'll say, yeah, we'll do glassing. We'll do a full day of hiking glassing. And if we see that looks like an area we want to hunt, I'll go buy a bear tag.
Okay.
I mean, if we see a bear, are you telling me you're not going to buy a tag?
Right.
I mean, it's one of
I'm
those,
on the fence. I may also buy a
but
tag.
I mean, that way we can get out and we can walk. Because here's what I'm afraid of. We go buy or rent a pack raft for, say, rent it for $300 or buy one for $750 or to $1,000.
Oh, and then get over there and sell.
Get over there, and then we get over the top of the hill, and it's like.
Otherwise, we all buy real bear tags and we can hunt anywhere in the state.
Yeah, we can go anywhere in the state we want. And we're the same money as a pack raft, but the pack raft gets us here, the tag gets us anywhere.
Even if we go through the Aspen to cross that creek, we can't hunt this gentle slope. So we maybe get over there and only be able to hunt like like the opposite slope, and that might be it. And that would be not very much.
I feel like that's going to be like that back there. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like we're going to cross up and we're going to be staring down a hill like that and go, now what? Or option two, like I said, get up in the morning, break camp, go to get something to eat, download all the maps we need.
Yeah.
Or we got service, and we say we just kind of start over.
And honestly, we wouldn't even be out that much time because if we had real tags, I say real tags, right? We would have maybe taken a day to scout anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and now we've done a day of scouting.
We've realized the areas you cannot get to.
Right, which is the areas that our reduced tag is good for. You need a helicopter or some serious rafting to get into these areas.
If you're
Or
going
the
to buy a
month
reduced
of June.
Yeah, or the month of June, we would be okay. I guess one way to look at it is if we eat the reduced tags and go get regular tags, all we're out is really the 40 bucks.
Yeah.
If we decide to not bear hunt, we're kind of out the whole money for the trip that we spent to come out to bear hunt.
Right. My
So-
biggest thing is I don't want to get a pack raft to get into this
No,
area,
that makes sense.
cross that drainage, and be very disappointed.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's fine.
think we got a plan. Well, it is Sunday morning. It's the start of day 3 of the trip. We are going to drive around a little bit. We hatched a game plan for these reduced bear tags. I mean, it's mostly wilderness area, which we just are not prepared to get into, frankly. There's a couple access points that are still snowed in. It's a little earlier, you know, it's May 8 right now. A little early. So there's a couple access points that are still snowed in. But we've been seeing quite a bit of area that looks interesting to hunt for bears. That's not within our hunt zone for these reduced tags. So we're going to take a look at a few spots, just do some scouting, and then I think we're going to go get at least 1, if not 3, regular bear tags in town, so that we can hunt the whole state. We can hunt wherever we want. Because we spent all day yesterday just driving around looking for spots, and we just kind of want to hunt. So we might break down and spend the $240 a person on an actual bear tag, you know, the regular bear tag. But we're getting camp packed up right now, and we're going to go head into town and hatch a plan. We drove past these cave paintings on the way in without recognizing that they were cave paintings, and on the way out decided to take a gander. Well, this area right now we're at about 7,300 feet elevation. It's a little snowier than what we want to work with for bear. We're looking for areas of, again, patchy snow and green. I don't think this is going to be great, and this road is not super duper either. I think we're just going to go for a little hike, maybe about 3/4 mile. We just want to test out the terrain here. It seems like it might be doable, so we're going to take a look and see. And if we like what we see, then like I said, we're going to go get bear tags in town, which I think we're going to do either way, but I want to give this a walk first. Some mule deer. Boy, that hill is a smoker. I'm out of shape. I feel like this would just be a little foothill for anyone that lives up here. We live at like 800 feet elevation and eat fried food. What time's it gonna be?
140.
Oh, holy crap, that late?
It's past 1, I know.
I have a watch literally on my wrist. Yeah, 148. I think the wind and the snow's picking up. All right, we went into town and we got, myself and Connor got regular tags. And we're gonna find a new camp spot, which is closer to areas we can actually glass and hunt. So we're gonna set up our camp here and hopefully be able to leave it here for a couple days and actually really get settled into hunting a little bit. So we're gonna get camp set right now. We're pretty hungry, I would say. I think we're gonna bust into some Peak Refuel. I've not tried these things yet. Chris says they're good, so I hope they're good. I think I have a lighter someplace if you need it.
Oh, here it went. Maybe.
Or are you just wanting to use the flint?
I'm trying to.
Oh, you got it.
Backcountry news.
Hell yeah. I didn't realize how hungry I was until I started eating. Like, I knew I was kind of hungry, and I started eating, and it's just a feeding frenzy now. Even if the hunting's not good, everybody likes meals. Everybody likes food.
See what the rest of the week looks like.
Yeah.
Haven't eaten yet.
At least we got a good game plan that we think is actually going to work based off everything we've learned.
We've learned so much. Like I don't know. I wasn't really privy to a lot of the figures that were out there.
Yeah. I had a similar background in hunting where, like, my dad hunted a little bit. You know, he'd do some pheasant hunting here and there, like when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
I think him and I went a couple of times together.
Yeah.
And that's really it. Like, I wasn't really raised hunting. My uncle took me out deer hunting a couple of times, which really probably helped ignite the fire a little bit.
Oh yeah.
But I can't say that I learned a whole hell of a lot from it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, he'd kind of take me to the spot where he knew the deer were at. You know, from youth season, I'd sit down, shoot the deer. He would gut and butcher the deer.
Yeah.
You know. So even though it's not like I have no background in hunting, I've kind of had a lot of the same experiences like an adult onset hunter.
Right.
You know. Just been like bumbling through trying to figure stuff out from like random friends and
Oh yeah.
whatever I can find out online and shows and podcasts and everything else.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, as a kid, like I read a lot, and I read like a lot of adventure books, and so it was like, you know, and then some years passed by, and then, you know, I see like guys like Cam Haines on YouTube and shit, where they kind of like combine like the outdoorsy stuff with like, you know, the adventure part of it, and then I see it, and I'm like, oh wow, it just kind of clicked, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want that. I want that kind of adventure, that experience. So it's like the hunting part's almost like secondary, but it's that experience part is the main drive of it.
I know exactly what you mean. Like, there's guys that hunt that are like, they get pissed if they don't shoot a big buck or.
I fucking used to not do it.
Yeah, me too. Like, if something is tough, they'll get upset about it, you know?
Yeah.
And it's like, man, I don't know. I like the struggle. If it was easy, if I wanted easy, I'd just go to the damn grocery store.
Right.
It was a cold one. We were thinking it might have even gotten down to possibly single digits, but probably like 10 or 12. I think everybody got a little bit cold, so we're working on getting warmed up right now, getting breakfast in us. We're gonna go actually do a pretty full day of hunting today. Connor and I got statewide bear tags yesterday, so we're good to go. Chris has a wolf tag that's good for the whole state. We all have bear tags that are good for like the reduced units, which we discovered are pretty much not possible to get into. So we're gonna eat breakfast really quick and get after it.
Do you want to run the ridge line, that one? Or do you want to run the drainage? Ridge line's going to be, I think, drainage.
Okay.
Because ridge line, you're full bore for the first 10 minutes. You know what I mean?
Right.
And drainage is kind of a more even.
Let's do that. You ready? Yeah. My pack's a little heavier than it was yesterday. We are definitely not used to this kind of terrain for hiking. Connor's feeling like he's got his pack kind of heavy, which I'd probably agree with. Mine's a gear bomb because I haven't figured my pack out properly. So we're learning stuff today, but we got ourselves some elevation. You know, the truck looks small down there. We got a little ways to go still. How much elevation did we gain from the truck?
1254.
1254 gain?
Yep.
Wow. So we've gained 1254 feet of elevation. We found a nice little glassing spot up here. We're going to sit in just glass. Connor and I were just talking a second ago how I kind of wish we knew how to bear hunt. I mean, I'm not sure what their habitat is this time of year, where to look for them, that kind of thing, but we're certainly seeing lots of sign of other game animals, but bears, not so much. Looking forward to trying this one. Beef pasta marinara. So far the peaks have been pretty all right.
Like for me, for example, I don't like jalapenos, but
You don't like jalapenos?
jalapenos are like my limit, and this one I feel like it's gonna be Wild West chili and me is gonna be the limit.
Yeah.
It's got a little spice to it, but I think it'll kind of keep me up.
That one sounds really good, but I can't get over the vegetarian part of it. There should be
I'd
some
bite
meat in
that.
there. But it sounds really good.
I did it more because, you know, I look at the ingredients more. Red beans, black beans, tomatoes, freeze-dried cheddar cheese. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it ain't got no meat in it, but then at the same point, too, I don't think it takes as much water. And freeze-dried meat kind of gets like grit and gravel.
A little iffy.
Yeah, you get like freeze-dried beef and then...
Yeah. It sounds good. We're going to try and get out of here before this storm rolls in. Yeah, that weather looks not so great.
Chris.
Look how low it is. Well, that's it for tonight. Snow moved in, which made it pretty much impossible to glass. So we're going to head back to camp a little bit early. We might go into town for food. Not 100% sure on that. But yeah, that's it for now. So we're going to get back to camp and hopefully eat some food. I gotta adjust some stuff on my pack because my rifle carrying situation today was not great. So we're gonna go do that. So this morning we're just kind of exploring around a little bit, taking some time looking at some different access roads, seeing which roads will get us to where. Well, so it's a lot of driving around, but we're definitely learning a lot and marking some spots for sure. Well, driving around scouting, we have come across some wolf tracks, and Chris has a wolf tag. We did a hell of a lot of driving around today, and went into town, got fuel, got food, packed up our old camp, and then came back to this campsite, because I think there's a lot of hunting area in this vicinity. So we've come back here to camp. We'll probably hang out here for the rest of the trip, I'm guessing. because there's just so much area to hunt around here. So fortunately, finally found some good hunting ground. So Chris and Connor bought camp showers, and Chris is setting this tarp up for privacy, but I don't know who that's going to cover up. I think it's going to be a case of just look away. Well, there's our camp setup. And stream right behind us. How's the flint working?
Do not use the flint with the cheap waterproof fire sticks. Hang on, test 2 is the fire putty. Remove a nickel-sized piece of putty, rip apart exposed fiber. No.
No? On the fire putty.
I'm going to call it, if you're dying in a situation, that is not what you want to do.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, so pull it apart more. All right. So that will save your ass.
Nice. This is the first campfire of the trip.
4 days in? 4 days in?
Yeah, kind of looking forward to it. I gotta say, when you guys were talking about the camp shower, I was pretty skeptical.
Really?
Yeah, because I was like, that's not gonna work. That's gonna be cold. How's, like, what is, you know?
Oh, no.
And that was, I've done a lot of things on this trip that just made me feel like a mountain man. And that one's
the closest
towards the top. Because, like, you're showering in creek water from the creek we can hear over there, and you
Yeah,
just.
but we boiled it in the pot.
Oh, no, I know, but it's like, it's mountain man shit. It's clean. And then you can, like, smell the pine while you're showering and just, like, butt naked in the mountains.
Watch having a wolf watch you.
Yeah, it was wonderful. We got some campfire hot chocolate going on. This is my lovely cup because I did not bring one. On the camera, it just looks like I'm drinking muddy water. This is gonna be one of the first meals of like real food we've had at camp this trip, other than, you know, last night we went to a restaurant. Woke up to a pretty frosty morning this morning. We really anticipated it being a lot warmer than this in the morning. It wasn't bad last night. We're gonna do a little bit of lunch here and head up at this spot we were looking at yesterday. It looks really good. There is a fresh, natural stream springing right out of the rock. Alright, well, the three of us have split up to glass a little bit. Connor is just up the hill here, and Chris is about 75 yards to my left. I was trying to get some different angles on this mountain here in front of us. But this looks like a lot better habitat than what we've been in. I don't know where the bears are at. I don't really know about bear hunting, but we're definitely figuring out this western style of hunting a little bit. Just the very, very basics, you know. I've been watching these two mule deer for probably a good half hour, 45 minutes. They have no idea I'm here. It's kind of fun to just watch them eat. I'm ready for a little bit of food here. I'm going to do backpackers fish taco. Got some red salsa, inlet salmon, and tortilla. Well, of course, it would start snowing again. We'll see how hard this picks up. We need to be able to still see this other slope over here to glass it. Well, it was really sunny until all of a sudden it's a whiteout blizzard. Ridiculous. We're out of here. Well, the snow kind of pushed us off the mountain, so, and of course, an hour later it stops, but I don't know. The weather up here is pretty shifty. We decided to come back to camp. We got the campfire going. We're going to do some peak refuels for dinner and just kind of hang out around the campfire and hatch a plan for the next couple of days. Well, the weather's doing what it's been doing the whole time, on and off, rain, snow, that kind of thing. We just got done eating breakfast. We're going to get ready to go hunting. Yeah, you see those red bushes? Yeah. I see him running around in there. Can't tell what it is though. Okay, I see him running. What's that little thing behind him? Was that another chasing these deer around? Was that another deer? There was something chasing behind him. I couldn't tell if that was a deer or a wolf. I'm gonna go up here. I'm gonna see about blowing this, just right over here. I'm gonna see about blowing this call for you. I'm gonna head down there and just see what happens. Okay. So we just heard a bunch of wolves firing off on the other side of the valley. We watched them through the pine house chase. But we saw the deer running. We didn't lay eyes on the wolves. We heard them all howl. 4 mule deer started booking. It looked like they were being chased lower. So I have a predator call I'm gonna try out. Just a mouth call. Chris is gonna go down closer to see if he can spot him. He has a wolf tag. And I'm gonna see about if I can blow this predator call and make it sound like anything. Do we try and post up behind this log and try and project sound down into the valley? I don't know. I don't know if I can make this thing sound any good, but we're gonna find out. Do you want to be behind this log in front of me here? Yeah. Kind of gives you a little bit of a rest and some cover. And I can just try and blow from here. I had that call for about 28 minutes or so, and we haven't seen head or tails of the wolves. So I'm gonna give it a rest because my mouth hurts. So we're just gonna sit up here for a little while and see what happens. So our goal has been to hang out on this spring and wait till it gets later out to see if anything comes up. And so far, animals are coming this spring. There's a cow elk down there, and a muley just came in too. Well, we are going to back up out of here so that we're not walking back in the dark. I do think this cow elk is still down here, which is kind of cool. It's been neat to just watch her graze through here. But we're getting backed up, getting ready to go. It's 10 till 9, so we've held on a pretty good amount of time. You know, we're gonna bounce up out of here, I think. That right there looks like a bear dug this dirt out, kicked these rocks away looking for food. I could be wrong, but that's what it looks like. I mean, this ground is dug. You know what I mean? See, this is dug up. Prior to the trip, I got this platypus gravity filter. It's supposed to be able to filter out 2 liters of water, I think it is. And we mostly brought our own water, as you can see. But I haven't had a chance to try it out. But I do want to try it out before leaving. We were kind of waiting until the end in case we didn't use it right or it didn't filter properly and, you know, we got sick. So full. Have to deal with that. Okay. Really, relative to Iowa water, that doesn't look too bad in the first place. It's a good, safe place to test it. I didn't check what time we started this, but
I mean, you can visibly watch it go.
yeah. I bet it works in less than 10 minutes. I said 20 minutes. I bet it works in less than 10.
Yeah, I think 5. We haven't been out here for 3 minutes. To have that much clean water, though?
Yeah. Like I said, you can easily just fill everybody's water up with that in a very short period of time. That'll be money for like the driftless, where you get streams like that. Anywhere out here.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of nice how you don't have to leave it hang up all day, though.
Yeah.
Especially if you only wanted a liter or 2 at a time.
You could do this in the morning, eat breakfast, come back and fill your water bladder up.
Yep.
Matter of fact, I might go get my water bladder. Drink this stuff today. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and fill my water bladder with this water. I'm gonna drink on it all day. I guess I'll report back if I get sick. I don't anticipate getting sick from it. Probably about drink out of that stream as is.
Did you look how to backflush this thing? Roughly. There you went all the way.
All right, well, that's the full bladder. So we'll see if I get sick. Okay, last day of hunting. Here we go. Based off the muscle groups that are burning, I know what ones to work out now. Yep. Butt, quads, and calves. I think it's at least a snack time, if not lunchtime. I've been munching on these things this trip, and then when we were stopped for groceries in Wyoming, got some like Wyoming, I don't know, fancy beef sticks. Like the knowledge we had coming in was the bears follow the snow. And so we're like, oh, well, we'll find the snow line. But it didn't take into account of where they're starting from. I wonder if they den at lower elevation. You know, like they den down at 2,500, 3,000 feet. And they kind of, from there, they sort of work their way up. They follow the green up.
I would almost imagine they do, just because otherwise you're going to be under like feet of snow.
Yeah.
You're not even going to get the chance to.
Right. And if you're a bear and you're trying to winter over someplace, like why would you winter at 7,000 feet when you can go down to 3?
Yeah, part of me wonders like when do they go into their den?
Right.
That, I think, would matter too a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, if they go in their den and, I don't know, depending on where the snow line is when they den.
Right. Yeah. One of the many things to consider after this trip. Well, I think that's probably it for the last set of this trip. Nothing's come out. We do have to meet Chris down at the bottom of the road. He's got a wolf tag, and he went off to go look for a wolf. So we got to meet him at the bottom of the road in about 30 minutes. Why didn't you want to meet us at the crack house?
We were waiting for our friend at the crack house, sir. Have you seen him?
You good for the crack house?
I need chapstick so bad every time I laugh.
Yeah, your lips look terrible.
Oh, dude, yeah.